Hey guys, welcome back to Beat of the Soul. I hope you're well. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. Services can be defined as activities, benefits and satisfactions which are offered for sale or are provided in connection with the sale of goods. The characteristics of services are intangibility, heterogeneity and variability, inseparability and perishability. It is argued that services cannot be seen, tasted, felt, heard or smelled before purchase. This refers to changes in performance from one service encounter to another with the same service provider. Service encounters are not the same every time due to who they're provided by, when and where they are provided, and due to who is receiving the service. This is where a service is produced and consumed at the same time. For example, a haircut is delivered to and consumed by a customer simultaneously. It is argued that services cannot be stored, saved, returned, or resold once delivered to a customer. However, certain services can be stored. Think of the concert footage that I upload on this channel. I have stored these services by filming them and uploading them to YouTube. During my final year of university, I completed a module named Services Marketing. A lot of people who know me know how much I hated uni, but this module was enjoyable. If you're a student and you have the opportunity to do a module related to services or services marketing, I definitely recommend doing it. Services dominate most economies, so having an understanding of services is extremely beneficial as your job may sit within the service sector, you may have to provide a service within your role, and of course, if you want to start your own business, having an understanding of services is vital and can even offer you a competitive advantage. Earlier, I mentioned that it is argued that services cannot be seen, tasted, felt, heard, or smelled before purchase. However, physical evidence is present throughout services. This relates to the environment in which the service is delivered and where the firm and customer interact. Physical evidence also relates to any tangibles that facilitate performance or communication of the service. The Servicescape is the physical environment in which consumer services are performed. The entire concept of the Servicescape is meant to provide a distinction between poor and high quality and negative and positive environments, all through the exterior and interior qualities that make up the realm in which the seller and consumer interact. Individuals tend to perceive the Servicescape dimensions holistically, so the key to effective service design is how well each individual dimension fits together with everything else. Each component matters. Music sits within the environmental dimensions and ambient conditions part of the Servicescape model. Music can have a powerful effect on perceptions and behaviours, even if played at barely audible levels. For example, if you were to visit two candle stores and one store played smooth jazz and the other played chart music, you'd most likely perceive the candle store that was playing smooth jazz to be of better quality compared to the candle store that played chart music. As a result, you may purchase a candle from the store that plays jazz music. All of the above could have been perceived and acted on at a conscious or subconscious level. Sometimes you're not aware of the effect that music is having on you, but the people who design the service environment are aware of how much music can shape customers' experiences, their buying behaviour, how it can generate value for the customers, enhance productivity for employees, and how it can allow them to position themselves and differentiate themselves from their competitors. I've walked past stores that were playing bangers and have had to go back and enter the store. I've also been in stores where the music selection made me stay in the store longer and continue to look at what they had to offer. This has been done intentionally to influence my buying behaviour. Me going back to a store or staying in a store longer increases my chances of finding something to purchase, which benefits the service owner. Services will have a certain target audience in mind, and music is used to attract the intended target audience as well as deter those who are not part of this target audience. For example, JD Sports is a store which sells trainers, sportswear and equipment, as well as casual clothing and accessories. Every time I walk past the store, rap music or hip-hop music is being played, and I mainly see young people there. This is not a coincidence. The music has been carefully crafted to attract this demographic. The type of hip-hop and rap music they play is popular with younger people. Of course, you will still see older people in JD Sports, but there may be some older people who do not go into the store due to the music that is being played and due to the demographic that the store attracts. As a result, they may go to a store like Deichmann, which attracts an older demographic and where hip hop and rap music is not continuously played. There are also jobs out there which involve strategizing what music is played at what times. Fast tempo and high volume music can increase arousal levels, which can cause customers to increase their pace. For example, customers may begin to look at clothing quicker, try on their clothing quicker, and service employees may serve customers quicker too. If the store is busy or about to close, it would make more sense to increase the tempo of the music. The same store in different areas will also have different playlists. For example, Topshop's flagship store in Oxford Street will play different music to their Westfield store, Essex stores, Midland stores, etc. Some stores even have live DJs. Different areas attract different demographics who respond to various genres differently. The music that services select must fit the brand, resonate with the target audience, and not infuriate the employees so that an ideal service environment can exist. Music is also used in physical waiting rooms, when you've been placed on hold on the phone, and even before the main act performs at a concert. Music is used to distract you and keep you in a certain state of mind while you're waiting for the main part of the service, which in these cases would be to see someone, speak with someone, or watch a performance. The use of music can either help or harm service owners. It can make for a pleasant or unpleasant service encounter and heighten a pleasant or unpleasant service encounter or experience. For example, if you're speaking to a lovely person on the phone and when you were on hold you enjoyed the music that was being played, the music has added to your overall pleasant experience of the service. Contrastingly, if you were speaking to a horrible person on the phone and you had to wait a long time to speak to them and the music on the line was annoying, the music would have added to your negative experience and made things worse. However, if you spoke to a horrible person but loved the music that was played on the line, then your overall experience of the service wouldn't be as bad. So I started planning this video in the early hours of December 1st, and later on in the day when I was taking a break from work, I came across a video from one of my favourite YouTubers, Lovelyti, and when watching her video I was thinking, it's crazy how the day I start planning a video about how music is used in services, the topic is essentially trending on social media, so I knew I was supposed to make this video. It was meant to be. The following tweet went viral and sparked conversation and debate around restaurant decorum and the type of music that should be played in restaurants.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please! Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
True Kitchen explained the situation on their Instagram page. I'll put a link in the description box so you can see and read it properly. Everyone responds to music differently. I'm sure there's been cases where people have danced the salsa in Mexican restaurants. Nandos have an incredible Latin playlist, and there have been times where I've danced in my seat, so it wouldn't surprise me if there have been times where people have danced the salsa in Nandos or other Latin restaurants. I think that as a service owner, you need to be aware that different ambient conditions will evoke different responses in people. For example, you may decide to play jazz music in your restaurant, and because of that music choice, you expect people to be relaxed and calm and not dance. You might expect a little sway, but nothing more than that. However, you could have customers who start twerking, body rolling, popping and locking and all sorts to the jazz music playing in your restaurant. This would be an unintended consequence of your music choice. When Nintendo created Wii Music, I'm sure they didn't intend for people to start dancing to it the way they did, but these dances went viral. Service owners need to be aware of how people can respond to the same genre of music in different ways and prepare how they would tackle these different responses. If you don't want people dancing in your restaurant, you need to set some ground rules as well as consequences if these rules are broken. This can be communicated via your menu, your storefront, your website, and your social media pages. Some people may think that service owners shouldn't have to do this, as people should know how to behave in a restaurant environment, but these things are necessary to try and control how people behave in your environment as much as you can. I'm sure now when people go to True Kitchen, they will know how to control themselves and not twerk and dance on tables. And if they do, they now know that they will get checked by the owner if he's there. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe and share. Please comment as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the topics discussed. If you have any experiences that you want to share as well about music in a service environment and how you've responded to it. Yeah, I'd just love to hear your thoughts and start a discussion in the comments.